I covered Bluering before and we were hyped, we were with our balls swelling in excitement, but something happened. The launch happened. Did you know? No, I didn't. Nobody knew. Apparently, the launch was a complete disaster. And disasters are kind of my forte, so we're gonna check that out right now. This is a post in the WoW server subreddit 18 hours ago. Bluering. Grand ambitions, dubious future, but games meister need. That's a weird name. Okay, sir. I've been playing on Bluering for about a month now. I played 9 classes. I got all my characters mythic and PvP gear. I got the dungeon mount achievement 7 times. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the devs say they wouldn't add mounts to the shop? And now there are mounts in the shop. Cross-continent teleportation, VIP status, and all the other stuff. Devs have decided to cave in and pander to the whales in the server. You know who they are. You know who they are. I like that. Didn't encounter that many bugs that outright broke the game, but I have encountered a few bugs. Even more so, a new update after a new update or reset. Okay, that makes sense. A new update is gonna have some bugs. That's expectable. Not a fan of how the GMs listen to multiple. Oh my god. No, look at this, This is foreshadowing forever, look, guys. Like, not a fan of how the GMs listen to multiple mentally ill guilds who cry foul and harassment while doing such things themselves. GMs muted people for no reason. Ow. Is that gonna happen? That's all too common nowadays in the private server community. The community can be pretty iffy. It is a bunch of grown man children who still type like they are teenagers from the 2000s. People can talk a lot of stuff despite messing up horribly, and many people have started drama and fights over level 20 gear. So far very accurate to any other private server. You will hear horror stories of queues for heroic or mythic being an hour, 2 hours, maybe 5 hours long in some cases. Population is mediocre. Bluering shields keep going on about how the server is still growing, but that is pure copium. The release of Phase 2 brought about 160 players at max prime time on Friday, a day that the player base had been hyping up and looking toward for a month. And yet the population fails to a pathetic 60 to 100 a few hours later. Now today, with heroics releasing late and in a buggy state, the server can only barely muster a pathetic 86 players online. I play every day and all day long, even in peak hours, as a DPS, tank or a healer, and queue times take extremely long to pop. Most people play a main and they quit. Increasing dungeon rewards doesn't work. They tried that several times now and LFG is still barren when the new content is released. Okay, this is really dumb. Let me explain to you why. If you make it so people can get gear from dungeons easily, they will out-gear the dungeons faster and they will not stay in LFG anyway. What you gotta do is reward them with something that doesn't give them gear. For example, I don't know, a potion, elixirs, gold, whatever else. If you wanna incentive, otherwise that's just not gonna change the problem. Some mobs are horribly overtuned and everybody hates the Wailing Caverns. I had fun on the server, but with the questionable shop, low player base, and iffy moderation of the future of this server remains uncertain. I just cannot see this server lasting all that long, or even growing all that much. Damn, okay, this is the first hand review. That's what makes the progression through vanilla raids so much slower than Wrath of the Lich King raids, amongst other things. Gear drop to raid population radio. Yeah, you know, like, you get 2-3 items per boss in a 40-man raid, and now you get in like 4 or 5 drops on a 25-man raid. You can tell what's gonna happen. It's like a lot. You get almost the same gear, if not a little more, but you get half the people in the raid. Of course, it's gonna be a lot faster. Thanks for the review. I am glad I didn't bother rolling on this server. And this guy saying that the world chat is a quarantine for toxic people. Oh my lord. Your last paragraph describes my feeling towards Bluering. It is fun, but developing into a questionable direction with too much influence from some guilds or players. The quality of the player base is the most important factor for a successful multiplayer game, and the player base on Bluering isn't very good. Too many narcissists, egoists, trolls and haters. Damn. And this is the official Bluering account apparently. I am glad you enjoyed your stay on Bluering. Looking forward for phase 2 reveal in a few weeks too. Did you read the review, homie? Damn! At the end of the first phase, the developers also removed dungeon logs from heroic and mythic dungeons. Bluering copers were coping, stating that this would improve the amount of people queuing for LFG. No such thing happened. LFG was dead, and the amount of runs didn't increase whatsoever. Heroics released late today and in a buggy, broken state. Many mobs have too much HP or are one-shotting entire parties. Damn, they took a lesson from Endless PvC. When each class is good at specific things, people want to have alts to do other specific things sometimes. That's true, you know, bring the class, not the player. I think that's the philosophy of classic WoW. And when you take that out, you can come up with like a very toxic social environment. Oh my god, this is a book, what the hell? I'm not gonna read all this. It is a one-man team. I think there are 2 others that help on the project and moderate, but only one that actually codes or scripts, who has set the pace of a 4-week schedule per 10 levels. That is far too fast, and it is obvious that even a very basic test will catch some issues that crop up, like say RDF spawning on you, the locked entry. Oh my god, okay. It kind of comes with the territory of these small servers to be beta testers for it, through the trade-off that these bugs are squished within hours, rather than a deafening silence that comes with massive servers. What do you mean deafening silence? Like, if you get 10,000 people complaining, that's a lot more noise. What? Population is mediocre. Cross-faction helps offset it. Yeah, but the server needs 300 players to be very functional. When raids come, the 80 to 150 will be rough. They still don't have raids. Oh right, they are releasing 1 level at a time, I'm an idiot. Cross-faction works very well through and helps alleviate population issues in PvP and PvE. However, I do not gripe too hard about population, as some servers have gone from 100 to 200 to over 2000, like Turtle. Yeah, it's complicated, man. Like, Turtle WoW and Chromicraft are case studies, okay? That doesn't happen often. That's why they are the only ones standing right now. I think Chrome is kinda dead right now. We could do a special on Chromicraft eventually. But yeah, like a server that sustains growth over time is extremely rare in these days. It used to be a lot more common. Okay, the guy is defending the shop, I think. Don't even care. And this part is true, like the community can be pretty iffy. Yeah, the community of every private server is iffy. We're very crappy people. Okay, look at this one, look at this one. This guy is owning liberal noobs. Look at this one. The guy complained about the community and and here you come with your review, quote unquote, using words like copium, quote unquote. No normal word uses this word ever. Damn man, I'm not normal now. Why'd you do this to me, Reddit? I'm not normal enough for Reddit, man. This isn't a review. It sounds like you are upset about the minor things and now you have a mental breakdown on Reddit. That's what Reddit is for, homie. We come here to have mental breakdowns. Do not ruin it. Stop pretending you don't know what the site is for. Chromicraft shields are in full swing today. Nice try, simps. And he got 11 downvotes. Okay, so there you have it, homeboys. That's the Bluering launch. Apparently it didn't go too hard. It was too ambitious for its own good. And crap happens. Sometimes people get impatient, I get it. Everlook is gonna be for real this time, copium. Why does my life suck so much, Holmes? Anyway, subscribe.